Welcome to Woodstock. We headed back to the Legend Valley to gather again. Welcome to Woodstock. I'm ready to fucking go. Had the same campsite 3 years in a row. 19th annual, gonna make that bow. Cause I'm rolling with the herd and we breaking in through the door. Through the gates, I can barely fucking wait for the parking lot party. Never showing up late. Hell no. Getting smoky, gotta get something to drink. Spin the wheel and get a beer if you public masturbate. You can hear it in the distance. The energy is ridiculous.
Yo, what up, fam? It's fucking Thursday night, and you already know what fucking time it is. Can everybody hear me all right? I'm trying to do. I had some audio issues earlier, so hopefully people are hearing me. Like my mic and shit's working all right. Because if it's not, I look like a dumbass. Where's Jay? Yo, Trey is he's doing dad shit and he's tired as fuck from work. So it's some days we're gonna have days where Trey gets home from work and it's just gonna be me. You know what I mean? Dude had a long ass fucking day. He's probably like smoking a blunt, chilling, going to sleep and shit. So, you know, that's going to happen. But tonight, y'all get me. Trey might pop in whenever he's available to do shit. Motherfucker's working, dude. You know what I mean? Cheese House in the chat. Much love. I don't need to have anything shared right now, but much love. Word. Thanks, Cheese House, for showing up. Thanks for all y'all motherfuckers for showing up. So as the clickbait title is it says, and I put out last week, Benny Buttonz tonight is a special guest from Your Drug Music. He got announced. He's a good friend of ours over here at Gather.NETWORK. Personal friend of mine, a really good dude. Juggalo, fucking hardworking artist, really writes some good music. He's going to come on the podcast and pop in whenever he is available and chop it up with Juggalos. And then maybe you're familiar with his work, maybe you're not. Hopefully after the stream, you're going to be familiar with it and you can go check it out and we'll tell you where to go find it. And you're also going to see the homie on the Martian stage. Is it the Martian stage? Yeah. At the Gathering. He's a really good dude. I remember kicking it with him. So he's really, yeah, he is a dope soul. That's a great way to describe homie about to come on here in a minute. Really good. I mean, he's more than a dope soul, bro. He's just all around good, like a good motherfucker. You know what I mean? He's faced some adversity in his life, and he's overcame it. And it's made him the man that I think he is today, which is a really good person. Amazing artist, though. Like, we're not talking about him as a person. We're talking about him as an artist. You know, like. But lots of shit has already happened this week since our last stream. Some stuff that I can finally talk about. I don't even really know where to start on some of that shit. So if you'll notice how, like, I brought a guest on last week and I'm going to have on, hopefully we're going to get Benny on tonight. And then next week, I'm pretty sure we'll have a guest maybe, but that's going to be like a following trend until we go to the gathering. Is I'm going to probably get a guest on with us every week and we can just chop it up about gathering, all that type of shit. Maybe they're juggalos, maybe they're not. We're gonna find out. Some of these people, got some big people actually gonna come onto the podcast, which is really cool. Was really surprised to hear back from some of these people that reached out, and I reached out, and it's just been a really, like, Carnival provides. It's been a blessing to be a part of some of this shit. But it's time to catch up on the chat. We've kind of up in here. Fucking Rick in the chat. I bet y'all motherfuckers missed that dude. He hadn't been around. He been working, man. Rick's around. Davey is in the chat tonight. Whoop whoop. This stream's kind of unofficially sponsored by Daniel Linnenkamp tonight because he got my alcohol for me. So shout out to that ninja. I couldn't do this shit without you because I'm a broke ninja. Shout out to the homie roll through and hooking me up with some beer so I can get the nerves to come up here and do the shit that I do. I don't know, man. There's just so much shit to talk about. I could bust on the website some of the people that got announced for the gathering, I guess you want to call it, the lineup. If you, I don't go for the lineup. Me personally, I don't think a lot of some of my camp does. I think we go for the family environment. But a lot of people got fucking announced. Some of the bigger news that really wasn't even announced on the website until today. Free Will, as some of y'all have seen and clue into like the Thuggalo show. So Free Will got put on Three-Headed Monster tour for the entire tour. And now we get the announcement that Darby O'Trill and Shaggy the Airhead are also on the tour for like the entire motherfucker. That's going to be super dope. I really can't wait to run. The last time I got to talk to Darby in person was at Juggalo, Ohio. So really excited to see pretty much both of those, like Free Will and Darby are the straight homies. And I haven't seen Meth and Mage since last gathering. So I'm super excited. I was already high for them when they were going to be announced, or they were announced on the tour, like they were going to have dates and shit. Now that they're on the entire tour, which puts them at the Roxy in Denver for that. Or are they doing it at the Roxy, or is it at the it's at a different venue, I think. Regardless, it's like super close to me and they're pretty much coming to me. So I don't have to really travel that far and spend a whole bunch of money to go to a show. Super excited for that because now I get to see the homies for a little to no cost. Will Darby be the third? Are you? I guess you're assuming, or are you like meaning the reference like Chapter 17, Sonny? Because that's who I think it is too. Gonna be dope to see all the homies before the gathering, 100%. That's for me. Like, God, this is just gonna be like a bullshitting stream until we kind of get some content rolling. So if you're expecting like Thuggalo show quality or fucking whatever the fuck, probably not going to find it here right now. Stony Low getting signed to Chapter 17. Probably. You know, like, they should hire me. Honestly, if anything I could do for Chapter 17 would be to like just be fucking wild in the wild crazy son of a bitch that's at the show in the parking lot. Just like hype up the Juggalos. That's what I'm good for. But yeah, we're just gonna be bullshitting. I'm gonna break down some other news. I'm gonna light a blunt and smoke. I'm just kind of like kicking it with y'all for a while. You know what I mean? Try to provide some content. One of the people that I'm gonna go ahead and announce, and I think we got a date. I got to check my Instagram real quick. This is somebody that I wrote in a lot for the gathering, and we secured them onto the show. And so June 15th, which is a Thursday, we're getting close to the gathering at that point. So next month on the 15th, I'm getting Belushi Speedball on Gather. They're coming to Gather.NETWORK, and they're going to be talking to us about their fucking awesome band and them making the gathering lineup for this year. I don't know. The first time I ever come across these people on social media, the music quality was like so good because I'm a thrash and like punk Like that's my other genre that I listen to when I'm not listening to like horrorcore or rap in general. And these guys fit the bill for like, to sum them up, it's like Guar and Green Jello had a fucking baby, and that baby fucked, which is not good. But that child of the offspring of that, like produced another offspring of some even more wild shit, and that's what you have in a thrash/punk metal band that compromises Belushi Speedball. And I think some of them are Juggalos, which is even more fucking fresh. So it's gonna be really, really, really fucking dope to talk to these people. Belushi Speedball was a surprise, but fucking awesome. That's what I thought too. I wrote Jump probably like at least 10 emails about these people. I enjoy getting high with y'all and talking real thuggalo shit. Gang. I wish I didn't miss Green Jelly last year. Green Jelly happened right in front of our camp, and I'm trying to think what I was doing during that set. I'm pretty sure that I was getting ready to go to VIP that day. This is the same day that Green Jelly played. So I don't know. I at least get to see a set this year that is going to be wild as fuck, and hopefully they interact with the crowd a lot, like they've done on some of these other shits that I've seen online. Because if they do, they're going to really sell, and I think Juggalos are going to fuck with them pretty heavy. So stay tuned for that on June the 15th. Those people are going to plug themselves in, and we're going to gather with Belushi Speedball. I'm also in the works of trying to get. So if you went to 2021 Gathering, there was a band that was called Nine Dead, and they're hard as fuck. They actually got a like a mosh pit. Rick took a video of the mosh pit from last year, and that's like one of my most viewed shorts on YouTube right now. It's like 41,000 views. I think the last time I checked on it. That band goes super hard, and they got announced for the Gathering that they're coming back. And I'm in the works of trying to get those dudes to come on. Hopefully they hit me back up, and they're like, yeah, because they commented on our shit last year, and we were like, whoop whoop, fucking we loved y'all. Stay tuned for a new album coming soon. And they actually hit me back up today, so we'll see. I would love a chance to talk to those dudes. It's always cool getting like, you know, our fellow family on here, especially like Juggalo rappers, you know, that are rappers / Juggalos, or, you know, they rap about Juggalo shit. It's always fun to get the fam on, but it's like really cool to get some of these people that are coming in from the outside on and kind of picking their brain a little bit, because like I bet in the end, like a lot of them are Juggalos and they don't even realize it, because like why would they even fuck with our music and our culture in the first place? So kind of, it's like a red flag, you know, like anybody, I think that's a telltale sign of like someone might be a Juggalo or down with a clown, or, you know, whatever you would want to consider it. Somebody that would fit in with us, is they already fuck with us. You know what I mean? They're already non-judgmental and willing to come in and take a look at it. So indoctrinate the keepers. The fuck are you talking about? Y'all are just like, okay, I'll be there for the 9 Dead set. Yeah, we will be too. Don Chaos had Sig Trinity on. They are fresh. I subbed them on YouTube Music. Nice. 9 Dead is gas. Yes, they are Onstead. Yes, they are. Man, I've only got like very little prep on some of this stuff. Ooh, Kenny, what's up? Yeah, this is kind of like a half-ass winning stream tonight. It was supposed to be going a little bit smoother, but we're all good. You know what I mean? Text me. Damn. Okay, well, I can't tell you all about that. That's fucking super cool. Yeah, like 3 weeks from now, like expect like something that's like super fucking really wild to happen on my shit. That just confirmed that. So chug my beer. No, I'm not going to chug my beer because that means that I have one less to drink. But what I will do is talk about something really fucking cool that I may or may not be around. Because if I tell too much, I might get grounded. So as a lot of you have seen, the Gathering website keeps putting out cool stuff. Some of that cool shit compromises itself into the fact that homies over there on Juggalo show got invited to the fucking podcast tent. This is a huge W for Onstead and Elixir Trailer Park and Herm. Kind of a W for us over here too. For the fact that it shows what hard work and perseverance and dedication to a lot of shit will get you. You know what I mean? Very, very proud of my homies. I think it's fucking fairly rightly said. Very hard fought for and like it was earned, dog. And they stay winning. You're right, dude. We're gonna get to that, Silver Stature. I see that y'all are talking about Clockwork. We're gonna talk about their main stage announcement here in a minute. But back on the Juggalo show, the podcast event. So, as all of y'all know, we were all there last year at the podcast event. This is like year 2. It'll be going year 2 for most of us. And the first year, fucking busted. King Douchebag and Fuckface McGee didn't show up. So some of us figured out the hard way that we got scammed too. And that was the beginning of, honestly, that day right there is the beginning of forming of the Juggalo show and some of the alliances that, you obviously see. But podcast tent last year, hopefully they provide a fucking source of internet this year and not just let us, or, kind of like expect us to pre-record or expect people to pre-record. I say those are my homies. I'm going to be around to an extent. They're going to be doing shit and I'm going to be helping possibly and doing more. I don't know, but I'm going to be there around there regardless. So I'm just going to throw my fucking self in there too. But so this is like round 2 for us. And like first year, they just like put out some tables under some shade. And then they were like, all right, fucking do y'all's podcasts. And I think a lot of people were banking on the internet being provided so they can do like live streams and provide like actual content for a live audience. That would be really cool if they do that this year. If I had the money, I'd jump on a Starlink internet. Fucking Rick, I don't know if y'all still have the Starlink. Call your old dad and upgrade that shit and get the mobile unit. And let's drag that hoe to the Gathering so we can have some fucking mobile internet. But that would be really cool. Honestly, Jump Steady, I know that you're never watching my shit. I might email it to y'all tonight, but Starlink internet service. You could literally get a fucking, and tell Steve to get that shit. They can literally put down a fucking receiver down there or a couple receivers, and everybody's got fucking wireless internet. And that would solve the problem on that. Dog, that was like magic farming, like oops, all beanstalks. The fuck are y'all talking about? We'll have power. Y'all are wild. Y'all make no sense some of the times that I pay attention to y'all. So hopefully we get to source a fucking internet and power. Power would be awesome too for the podcast tent. For yo, and the fucking fact that the street team's going to be there giving tacos out is really cool. So I guess that means like you're going to see underpaid Andy and all them out there. I think he's street team, right? Andy's street team. So you're going to see him out there doing like the tacos and shit. What's up, little dude? So you're going to see him doing that there with all the psychopathic street team. What's up, bro? You need something out of the refrigerator? No? Trey's son's being nosy. Oh, and after the gathering, you send them back and get a refund, so the internet almost for free. Oh, do you want to say hi? All right, come say hi. No, they can't see you. Come say hi.
I can't.
No? No, you being weird?
I can only do this one because the rest of my body can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm smoking, so
Okay,
go
bye.
play, dude.
Bye.
Peace out. That was a special appearance by Trey Son, CJ. Very unannounced. But the Starlink dishes, I mean, all right, so after getting the gathering, you send them back and get a refund, so the internet almost free. Yo, look, don't scam Elon Musk. I'm not going to send for that dude, but homie's trying to get the human race to Mars, so like, let him get his bag. You know what I'm saying? I think he's one of the only rich people that I'm like, let's not eat. I don't know. I know Starlink's fire though. That shit works really good, like surprisingly well. It works surprisingly well. So Starlink for the fucking podcast tent for Thuggalo Show and everybody, all the MUJ and Humble Mung's going to be there. Deck One and Delt is going to be there. Shout out them. I think they called Ouija Mac a pillhead a couple years ago on their podcast. And shout out Replicon Radio. Y'all also called Jay a crackhead on y'all's podcast, and y'all still got an event. It's wild. I don't know who does the booking for the gathering, but some of y'all don't pay attention, I don't think. But shout out to those ninjas. Shout out Fago Lover 7 is going to be there too. They wrote a great article on Thuggalo Show interviewing Violent J. So thank you, Slim and Scotty, for making that happen. Y'all are the shit. Free talk and the fucking and I seen some shit. It was on Facebook or some shit. It was some Juggalo drama, if you want to call it that. I guess Plant Man is and I remember this. Plant Man's had a fucking free market for the past couple of years. And he's fucking pissed off because apparently like Psychopathic stole his idea and made the flea market themselves. I think what a lot of people don't understand and why a lot of people are getting irritated because like quote unquote Psychopathic stole their idea. It literally specifically says in the ad, submit your ideas, as in submit them because we're going to use them, not submit your ideas so we can let you do your shit. And you know what I mean? Like it's the Gathering of the Juggalos, and they're the ones that put it on. You know what I'm saying? Like it's implied that they're going to use your idea, not let you do it. Someone's got to make their bag. It's got to happen every year. So I guess Plant Man can be all pissed off that he wants to be. The fact is, homie, it was a great idea, and we're glad that you do it. And I'm sure that people are still going to do their ideas, whether Psychopathic took them or not, which I think he's still going to do his flea market, is what I've seen. Just know the fact that your idea was so fucking good that they seen that it sold, and so they fucking did what Juggalos do and made it their own and fucking jacked it. So, I mean, props to you for having a fresh ass idea. That's why you don't give all the sauce. I saw if you ask, you should thank him or Psychopathic for flea markets. Yeah. Sometimes y'all see me on social media and I'm being a dick and y'all can't take me serious, dude. You really can't. I'm a fucking troll, dude. When it comes to the fucking territory, I think of being a juggalo. So shout out to the stolen flea market. Apparently, that's gonna be cool. I'm gonna go check that out and see what I can find. Apparently, from what Emily said on their stream, that they had some badass stuff that shows up at those every year. I normally don't take the time to go check those shits out because I'm trying to gather and see people, and I'm usually fucked up. So it's kind of like hard to pay attention, especially do business like me and me and gathering and doing money doesn't really fucking match that well. So I try not to like handle money a lot at the gathering. I do all my spending up front and then fuck off. I fuck off the rest of the time. So, yes. And another thing that was announced for the gathering. This is really fucking cool. Y'all seen them around. I know that I have a lot on Facebook. I got to meet them, I think, last year. The homie Big Fluff, the blind ninja, from last year's gathering shits, he got put on the stage, the Martian stage for the gathering, which is super dope. It's cool to see homie getting some fucking recognition. He tries hard. And he's a really good person. He's got a super dope soul and a huge heart. Seeing Big Fluff get some stage time, some more stage time is really cool. I literally got the Shining Wizard goatee. Oh, word. I met him in 2021. He is a great person. I agree. Zitro was announced for the gathering, which is super fucking fresh as fuck because he's another homie. So Carlos will be at the fucking gathering. Of course, he's going to be at the gathering, but now he's fucking playing it again. Like, then you have Willie Hayes was announced for the gathering, which Willie is a really good dude, and I own some of his merch. It's around here somewhere. And he was at J.Day Dallas that Shank and all them were at, and we attended and got to know him a little bit more. Willie Hayes is a really good dude. He's got really dope music. I actually got a whole set of his that I'm about to throw on YouTube and let people watch it and enjoy. I wonder if they'll have blind boxing. I don't know. Willie Hayes coming on not at this show. I should ask him, but he's gonna be he's scheduled for the gathering. Hey, okay, cool. Let's see if we can pop you in here. You can hear me, right, Benny? You're good. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna pull you up in here, dude. Gang, we got Benny up in this motherfucker. What's up, dude?
Whoa, what's happening?
What's good, bro? Hey, Chad, can y'all hear him pretty good? We were supposed to do this earlier, but both of our schedules kind of got fucked up, so it's whatever. As long as y'all can hear him pretty good, we're going to roll it.
Yeah, man, I can hear you loud and clear.
Gang. How you doing tonight, bro?
Man, I'm good, brother. I'm good. Just want to eat some mini tacos. They're pretty
mini
good.
Tacos?
Yeah, they're good.
Gang, dude. So how's it? How you feeling? You feeling the carnival high since your announcement?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Like I'm well, actually I was in the process right now. I'm mixing down my show set for the gathering, getting it out to my guys because I have some big surprises coming up this year, and I have some people that are going to be up there supporting big juggalos, little juggalos, all of them. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. For a lot of my audience or people that's going to be watching this later on, they may or may not know of you. I'm going to give you the opportunity, just kind of like tell everybody who the fuck you are, like where you came from, how long you've been doing your shit. So take this opportunity, dog.
My name is Buttonz. I'm from North Side, Portland, Oregon, St. John's area. I've been in the rap game, or I've been rapping for roughly 15 years, something like that, making music, producing, doing all that. But I'm on a professional, like on an actual professional side for about 4 years now, where I'm actually like getting paid to make music now. It's been a long journey, man. But
how long you say you've been a juggalo, dog?
Probably for about 12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
How would you say that you found the carnival? Like what led
My
you around
homeboys, it's actually a really funny story. A long time ago, I was at a party, and this is really before I was real hip to, I always knew who they were, but I never really listened to them or anything.
Right.
And I went to this party.
Probably had a homeboy that bumped him all the time.
He was like a friend of a friend. Turned out to be a little piece of shit, but this dude, I came over and I was supposed to give this guy a tattoo, and he was drunk, and I didn't want to tattoo him, and so he like talked me into kicking it over, overnight and shit, and then we chatting the next day, and I'm like, all right, cool. Well, I'm not the best drinker, so I don't drink. You know what I mean? Night goes on, dude's faded, he's running his mouth. I end up getting into a fight with this guy. He ends up pressing charges, and I end up going to prison for the shit.
Damn.
So that was my first real experience with Juggalo way back in the day. And so I was like mad as fuck. I was mad as fuck with this dude. Well, it just happens that when I got to prison, my cellie was a Juggalo.
Word.
And the dude was a real ass Juggalo.
Not one of them fake motherfuckers.
Nah, he was a down ass fucking jug, dude. Had my back the whole time I was in there. Fucking still homies with the dude to this day. And when I got out, I've been doing music for a long time already at that point, a couple of years. And I was, a lot of people know me for the work that I did with like Mad Child and SRH, and some of my older work with like Sibo and Killate and Tupac's Outlaws. Like I got tracks. I lived down in California for a while and was doing record production with West Coast Mafia Records and a couple other people and shit. And Battle Axe was another one. I was the reason why Mad Child got back, like his first show in the United States, pretty much.
No shit.
Yeah, and I did a few runs with Battle Axe way back in the day, and they had some complications with some division stuff with some other people that were like a little bit higher up in the label, and I ended up just parting my own, just kind of going my own way before shit got real crazy.
So you've been a Juggalo like while you were doing all that shit, and then you started producing your own music again.
Yeah.
And that's what's led you. So and a lot of people like, so you're with Ear Drug, correct?
Correct.
And that is Big Hoodoo's label. Yeah,
we're like a sub psychopathic label. We have the Hatchet Man on our logo, you know what I mean? So it's
that's a big thing to carry.
It's a huge thing to carry. It's an honor too, like I even have my own Hatchet Man, which has been approved, you know what I mean? Like, so
that's cool, dude. Yeah. You got your own, like Hoodoo got his own shit, the Clowns got their own shit, and you got some fresh ass shit, dude. You got the
I got the Lepolo. Yeah, the Lepolo.
Oh, that shit fresh as fuck.
I'm shocked. It's like over all these years, man. It's like that's like something that hasn't been grabbed. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and it's real symbolic to me, anyways. You know, because
What's the story behind what's the story behind all that shit?
So people call me the Clover Low because I or the Luckalo, you know, because I find 4-leaf clovers like religiously almost. You know what I mean? Like, I'm joking. It's like everywhere. Since I was a kid, it's been like that. And you know, my mom's Scottish Irish, so I got Scottish Irish background, and then my dad's Mexican.
Right.
So, but yeah, we you know, it's like I rep both.
Hell yeah.
Real heavy, man. Shout out to my mom and dad.
It cracks me up because like on your social media in the spring, like especially like in the last, like couple weeks and shit, bro, like literally every morning, or at least I would say if I'm not paying attention, once a week, if not twice a week, I'm seeing like you holding up another one every morning, like, good morning, all y'all. Look what I found again today. And this is like, I asked my homies, I was like, I wonder where this motherfucker finds all these some bitches. Like,
just random, dude. I'm not even kidding. I have a 7-leaf clover that I found. Like, bro, the odds of finding one of those are 1 in 250 billion.
Jeez, like, you look it up.
Yeah, I looked it up. I Googled it and I was like, because I was like, damn, man, this is fucking nuts, dude. I have like a bunch of 5 leaves, a few 6-leaf, and I have 1 7-leaf clover. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. It's been a weird magnet of mine since I was a little kid. So
that's cool how that you've kept it, because like now
I ended up branding it. You know what I mean? Like, and so cool. Now as far as once I started getting into like heavy, like doing Juggalo shows and stuff, that was I'm from the Pacific Northwest. We have long old Juggalo ties out here.
Okay.
My mom's actually from Detroit, so there's
blood.
Yeah, it's in my blood. You know what I mean? And my homies out here, like I said, back in the day, I was more known for making a lot more like street gangster music, West Coast wicked shit. You know what I mean? Like, and then I started transitioning into like the horrorcore scene with some of my homies. I started producing for my boy out here. His name's Dominic.
That was going to be my next question. How did you transfer from doing shit with like people like Mad Child into now you're transferring into horrorcore and getting into doing shit? Like,
Mad Child's like semi borderline with that. You know what I mean? Like, he's an underground rapper. So it was actually pretty easy to transition. What got me more into it, like doing more of the horrorcore music, was actually my homeboy Sick1. I started producing for him, and he's a filthy ass rapper, man. He's from shout out to my boy. He's fucking long time friend of mine, right hand man of mine. If you haven't checked out his music, go check him out. SICONE. And he's from Portland, Oregon. Like I said,
you got a track with him, or you got stuff that you did on your last album. You did,
with the Joker. Yeah, I almost didn't release that song, which is funny.
Why is that?
Because Joker was on there. Like,
I didn't want to bring that up. I was gonna actually DM you later on and be like,
I don't really care.
Some people fuck with him, some people don't. I really don't.
I think he's a talented individual. You know what I mean? But I'm a Juggalo too, and so I remember like Juggalo shit. And so like when we did the song, like it was really dope, man. Like, and I was like on the whim with it. Like, I didn't know which way to really go with it. We did the track, and then like couple weeks later, he dropped that Make Juggalos Great shit or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I didn't release the track because of that whole, like, I ended up holding on to the track for another year. Like, was kind of debating, but the song's too dope to not let it, you know what I mean?
Really, I listen to it the same way that I kind of listen to like ICP Homies when Twisted comes on. I'm just kind of like,
Yeah.
I kind of, until it gets over, and then I go back to chilling to it.
Back to it. Yeah, and that's it was like I said,
We're not talking heavy shit.
I don't got no beefs with nobody or nothing like that. But it's like when it comes to Juggalo shit, I'm pretty fucking loyal to this shit.
You gotta be real with it, dude.
Yeah, you know what I mean. And like I said, with Juggalos remember things. You know what I mean. And thankfully,
that's cool that that you brought that up organically, because I think if anyone could probably pick a bone with any of the music you've done, I think that's the bone that they're gonna pick is, well, he did something with so and so, but that was previous.
It was before all that bullshit happened, and like that's why I was saying, like I was kind of reluctant on releasing it, but once again, shout out to my dude, the producer on that track, Johnny Slash, did an amazing job on the production for the beat, and but on that album, I only released
6 Deep, 6 Dead, right?
Yeah, I had 2. I think featured songs on that whole album. I was really heavy on doing solo. I still am. I do a lot of the music. I have tons of features with a lot of amazing, huge artists. But to drop these like the freshmen's and the sophomore albums, I wanted to rely heavy on my solo tracks instead of like dumping a ton of features like a lot of people do. And you know what I mean? The next album that I'm getting ready to release, I'm going to drop a bunch of those features on there. Now that, like the momentum, and now that I gain the momentum instead of trying, riding coattails and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I'm really impressed because, like, for instance, I've heard some of your work previous to us actually coming around each other at the gathering last year. And just in this year alone, bro, like you've overcome, some people may or may not know, but you kind of got some shit going on in your life with your health. And and you've been having to overcome, not only that, but you're a father, you work hard, and you got a lot of shit going. So it's really cool to talk to you last year, and you were kind of like, I think I'm on the come up because of this, and this. And you told me, and you talked to my buddy Rick a lot. Like you and Rick had a big conversation. And my homie walked away from that, and he's like, that dude right there is a real motherfucker. And we didn't bond over Juggalo shit. We bonded over being a hardworking son of a bitch and being a good father to your kids. Yeah. And I think that in itself, bro, is allowed you to really, because this album that you came out with, and even the single like Juggalos Never Die for Halloween, like, bro, that shit's so good. And like a lot of people, I think anybody that I'm trying to promote right now, I get on these tangents, bro.
Luella? Say hi.
You say whoop whoop for the Juggalos.
Say whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop, bitch.
That's what's up, man.
The Juggalos Never Die track was, so that one's actually there's a cool little story behind that one too. Mm-hmm. I ended up doing, like, I was trying to get as many Juggalos as possible to pull a cameo on this video. And so I was going to make like a Hollywood, remember like Hollywood Squares? Mm-hmm. Where they had like all the people's faces. I was gonna make this big old, like, at the end, a video collage of everybody saying Juggalos Never Die. And a lot of people, they I don't, the Juggalos. Some of them didn't read the fucking the captions or whatever. So some of them didn't get in there. But everybody that like sent something in, I put them on the video display, and he gave everybody a shout out. And we literally constructed that song. I'm not even joking. I wrote and recorded the song it was like 3 days before Halloween, and then filmed it on Halloween and released it, like edited and released the video. And so it's like for the rush job of how that beautifully came out is fucking amazing. Like it wasn't, there was no thought out plan on it. We just went in and grabbed a camera and started filming. And so it came out.
That's super fresh, dude.
Yeah, dude. And the response on it, we got, I think there was like 3,000 plays on it in a day. You know what I mean? It was like that day we dropped it. And that's a humble, you know, it's organic shit. It's a humble feeling.
It is, dude.
I see you rocking my boy Scum shit.
Yeah, bro. I will.
Shout out to LSP, man. Love you guys.
I actually moved here to Denver probably about 2 months ago with my little brother, and we're going to be here for about another year, maybe a year and a half. Then I'll be in by Detroit. But for right now, dude, I'm like 15 minutes away from the Roxy. I'm over here in Westminster.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're right there.
Yeah. So whenever y'all motherfuckers are able to come through, if that happens,
it will. That's now we'll speak a little bit on my tour stuff.
Okay, cool.
So Colorado's definitely getting worked on. So far we've got roughly 10 cities booked, and I'm just figuring out the dates right now. I got my guy that's planning
you just got a tour manager, right?
Yeah.
Finally got hooked up with one?
Yeah, like a legit guy.
Cool.
He's booked a lot of stuff on this run. We're gonna be bringing Risk.
Cool. No shit.
Yeah, so it's gonna be me and Risk doing this run.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Risk being the homie, I think he's from Missouri, and him and Tom Woods are like really tight. Tom Woods and Ogre. I think those dudes.
So Ogre is the gentleman that I'm talking about that's helping me course map this whole entire ordeal.
Oh, dude. Well, then he's like, I think. So you have like I call them y'all. You have a bunch of northern juggalos that run all the shit. I think like Ogre and his group are the guys the juggalos that kind of run the southern type.
For sure.
Like they tell where the juggalos were to go find all the shit, you know, down south.
Yeah, no, and then like major shout out to both of them because, like I said, this is my first solo run, and them hopping on board. Not only is an incredibly talented artist, but it also it alleviates a lot of first time on the road complications. You know what I mean? Because these dudes are pretty seasoned
veteran. Yeah,
you know what I mean. They're seasoned and they've been around, and so
that's good. No, I'm sorry. Like my connection's just a little bit behind right there, so I think I cut you off. It's good though because you're getting your dues. I mean, you paid your dues, bro, and you're getting a push. So, I mean, I'm glad that you found some juggalos that really know what the fuck they're doing. They've been doing it for a little while to kind of help you out, dog.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I don't know what you're doing right now, but you guys want to see an exclusive ass sneak peek of a video I just edited?
Do it.
Why not? I don't know if you can even flip these cams.
I'm not for sure if you can do it on StreamYard or not.
Yeah, I started filming it. I'm gonna be releasing this song here in a couple of days anyway. So, but Stone, you get the first look, dog.
I know, bro. I'm excited. And Ogre, I'm just trying to fill in conversation time while you get shit ready. Ogre and his group, I think they like run like a label or kind of like a group, or I think it's like Rocky Mountain or like the fuck is it called? They got their whole little group.
Yeah,
it's like something mountain. I forget what it's called though.
Yeah, no, they do a lot of production. They do promotion and show stuff. They do a lot of stuff, man. Like those dudes are like 1000%. I met them when I was on tour, and they're like I said, way more they got more experience at it than I do. I've done a ton of regionals. I've done, you know, like thousands of shows over the time, but I've only been on national twice now. And so I've been on with other artists, and so like to do my own is like, you know, it's fucking awesome. Like it's really fucking awesome. The progress has been amazing, man. I'm keeping pace. I got really big amazing news that I'm going to be like throwing around at the gathering. I'm excited.
Cool.
I got some real exclusive shit that we're dropping specifically for the gathering,
like merch and stuff.
Yeah, dude, like these
Are you have any physical copies of music?
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the only time that I like bringing us. I don't, you know, it's a digital world now, so like it's kind of my car doesn't have a CD player, like, you know what I mean, like a lot of people.
Yeah, we're all streaming music these days.
Yeah, but it's still one of those collector things that,
That's
you know, like, yep. And so I'm gonna print probably 300 albums just for the gathering. And
this dude, he says, "Yo, Benny, can you talk about your time in D and Motown and Rip City Riders?"
Yeah. So when I got off tour with Scum, Big Hoodoo, Light, and DJ Clay, I got invited back to Detroit immediately after tour by a gentleman whose father was a ultra music legend. I guess they saw some stuff that I did and were pleased, and so they ended up bringing me back. And this gentleman, his name is Michael Fuqua, who happens to be Barry Gordon Jr.'s son, the owner of Motown Records. And I ended up got to do a private showcase for some tremendously huge music people, and also got to perform with the Temptations, which is like, it's nuts, dude. Like I can't even make this shit up. Like I walked in the room and I was like, you know, like I'm not very intimidated musically by too many people, but this is the Temptations. And these guys can sing, and they were on a like way more peaceful level than the material that I brought for the show. And so there's a dynamic difference. And considering like who was at the show, there was a bunch of older, you know, suits and ties and stuff like that. And so I went up my turn, and I literally freestyled for the first two songs, just to keep the content like relative, like somewhat relative, you know, it's still me, but not like too much, too over the top, you know what I mean? And it turned out to be an amazing, great experience.
So like, I noticed, and not to break off on that, because we're talking about like your music style and stuff. In this album, the 6 Deep 6 Dead, like you have like straight horrorcore songs on there. Yeah, like some tracks that you read that are just horrorcore as fuck. And then you also have some shit where it's kind of, you know, it's some like in your feelings type shit that you put on there too. Like so that's already been written. So the stuff that is going to be coming out in the future, and you getting picked up by a label that's more, you know, I guess like sub horrorcore label. Are you going to be writing? But I've also here. My question is: are you going to be doing more darker horrorcore shit on your albums? Because I've also seen that you said that you're kind of, you want to like to pick up like you want to uplift with your music more. Instead of just bringing us down all the time. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm gonna have my horrorcore tracks on there for sure. It's just like it's inevitable. Like it always happens. But lately, a lot of people don't know is like I play multiple instruments and I sing and stuff. I actually can sing pretty well, and so I've been putting a little bit more use to my natural talents, and I've been making some of the best music that I've ever made. It's real music, maybe a little bit emotional, but like
it's relative music to everybody. And then I'm really proud of these actual horrorcore tracks on this album that I get ready to drop. I'm dropping 2 separate albums. One's going to be more like the positive vibe, and then the other one's going to just be that straight grimy, slimy fucking gutter shit. You know what I mean? That I love to do so well. You know what I mean? It's really me stepping outside of parameters musically. I'm really eclectic, man. Like I'm not even exaggerating. I have over 1,000 recorded tracks, and so it's I have dabbled and tried every form of music that I can possibly think of that I was interested in, and went along with it. And now I haven't released a lot of them because I'm picky as fuck. I'm picky, man. Like, but my catalog's fucking ridiculous, dude. And,
are we gonna hear most of the shit that you're gonna be playing at the gathering? Is that just off your recent 66 Dead?
No, it's coming off my new album. The horrorcore album is gonna be called Pushing Buttons.
Right, and that's maybe is that the album or the tour also? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a self-titled tour, right?
Yeah, self-titled. Yep, it's gonna be called Pushing Buttons. I did most of the work on that album was recorded with Trey Pound. Shout outs to Detroit Chop Shop. Yep, me and him have that's my boy, man. Solid ass dude, man. He's an amazing human, really dope engineer, fun guy to work with. So if you're ever in the Detroit area and you need a really bomb ass engineer, hit up Trey Pound if he's available. Dude stays booked. So
I guess this might be a homie that Daniel Linnenkamp is a homie of mine too. And he's asking a bunch of fucking good questions in the chat. He's asking like, what's your least favorite type of music? And he wants to talk. He wants you to talk about Griselda.
So my least favorite type of music would probably be any kids songs that play on toddler TV.
No, bro, I'm experiencing that with Trey's kids,
and I can't help but sing it too. It's like Coco Melon shit, fucking. Oh, dude, drives me nuts, man. But that's definitely my least favorite type of music.
Oh man, you don't fuck with no Bippy or whatever his name is.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh, bro, it's the devil. It's the devil.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is, but
it's the devil.
I know as far as like I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to like to actual general music though, you know what I mean? Like I'll listen to anything, nothing too outlandish, you know what I mean? Like where it's pushing borderline racial. I don't listen
because a lot of people, in my opinion, or well, like not in my opinion, but like I've exposed. Like I would my normie friends to like Scum and LSP and shit. And they're like, how the fuck do you listen to that?
Yeah, no, Scum's like, Scum's wild, bro.
Yeah, and that's borderline. That's the line though. His horrorcore is where I think a lot of people push that's their line. Yeah, some people would even consider him past that line. So
no, he's Scum ain't got no bars hold. I love that dude, man. And it's tremendous to watch that dude work, bro. Because that's out of everybody that I've ever worked with, and I'm gonna be for real, man. Out of everybody that I've ever worked with, he's the most business oriented, nicest fucking dude on earth. You know what I mean? Like,
super approachable.
Despite the fact that his music wants to, rip your stomach out and fucking shit in your fucking.
Yeah, bro, it blows my mind. So like I run into him at the Roxy. We have conversations when I go to the Roxy. And it's so hard to remember that this is the same man who in a bar in one of what was it, Snuff HD, where he was talking about like, like smoking methamphetamines and watching porn with your parents and shit. And you're like, how the fuck? Why, you know, how does your brain work like that? You're such a nice individual. Like,
yeah,
he's got some skeletons in that boy's closet, man. There's some skeletons in his closet.
yeah, man. Shout outs to LSP, man. The whole camp. I love those dudes, Mattapelli, Lynch.
Scum is actually going to be appearing on YouTube tomorrow night on the Juggalo show. So if you're not doing shit and you're sitting around the house tomorrow, your homie's going to be again same time on YouTube on the homies channel.
Word. I'll peep it out for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the last two little announcements. I'm like I said, I'm performing at the Gathering.
The Martian stage at what time?
At 4:30 on the first day.
Damn, you got a hot set.
Yeah. Fucking shout outs to the clowns, man. Like it's so much love. Like so much love. You know.
Well, I mean, what was the waking up that morning and getting that email like?
It was unreal, dude. Like it was really dope because I didn't actually submit this year. They hit me up and asked me if I wanted to perform, and so
damn,
that was an honor. You know what I mean? Like a true honor, and I'm so appreciative. Like it's unreal, bro. Like I put in my footwork though, like for real, bro. Like I moved this hatchet all across this nation, man. Repping real hard for the clowns.
It's a surreal feeling, I bet. I mean, you were a young juggalo. I mean, just like the rest of us, dude, growing up listening to the clowns and shit, and then now one day you're fucked. Yeah, you know, like holy shit. Like I actually had a conversation with Violent J. What the fuck's going on in my life?
Yeah, shout outs to Violent J, man. Shout outs to Shaggy and shout outs to Jump Steady, man.
If anything, I've noticed about like 2023 and maybe I would say maybe the past year with Psychopathic is they've really taken they're really looking out and seeing who's really becoming relevant in horrorcore and in our culture, and they're doing a hell of a lot better job than most people are about recognizing who's getting fucked with and who's not. So shout out to them.
The lineup this year is tremendous, man. Shout outs to like this year's gonna be.
You got the same stage you got. You're getting Darbio Trail and some other big hitters, dude. I mean, your first time at the Gathering, you fucking nailed it.
Yeah, man. I'm so excited. I'm like I said, man. I'm amped. Shout outs to the Dark Carnival. The Dark Carnival provides, man. Like no joke. Last year was a dream come true. I ended up doing the set with Eardrug. That really busted me out into the scenes. Who announced me at the Gathering, which was like all these crazy awesome things have been transpiring.
Carnival brides, dog.
It really does, man. And shout outs to all the beautiful and amazing fucking juggalos that are a part of this, man. That get overlooked. You guys are really the main components that grease the wheels for this this carnival ride, man. Like it doesn't work without the juggalos, and so it's
facts.
Hats off.
I mean, I think people like yourself and the clowns and anybody else that is either on or off a label that tries to provide. Even like people like I'm going to include myself, like people like, Thuggalo Show, myself, Humble Among, people like that. Yeah. If someone's going to come out here and grind for entertainment, and you know what I'm saying? I'm really glad that you're one of the people that got chosen this year, bro. Like your work ethic is really kind of unmatched right now. Your production's top notch, dog. Like you really fucking earned it. Like I'm very, very proud of you as a friend and as a fan.
Bro, I love you, bro. Straight up, man. That's much love. And I've seen you in like mad different spots too, which is awesome. Like,
okay, so that's a great. I didn't know I thought we skipped that over in the conversation, but I'm glad that you brought that up. So funny thing about me and Benny here. Last time I seen this ninja was at Juggalo, Ohio. and we ran into each other at the bar. And I think is it still your manager at the
Yeah, it's
right
my
now?
manager.
Okay. Shout out this dude, and thank you for not punching me in the face, because we both ordered at the time before Bud Light had their issues. We both ordered Bud Light at the bar, and we were sitting there. All three of us were having a conversation. Benny was introducing me, and I grabbed just the beer off the fucking bar. Turns out it was Homies, and he's like, "Yeah, you can have that." And I was like, "Oh fuck, is this yours?" And he's like, "No, I'll just get my own." And so I ended up double fisting 2 beers. Like he ended up like giving me a free beer and shit. And I felt like a dumbass after that.
Yeah, shout outs to OG Wiz, man. That dude's
Dude.
My manager. He's an amazing artist too. Like he's worked with he's worked.
I thought
with
that dude was gonna
real
punch me in the face. I look up and he's just, I mean, he's a tall dude and I'm short.
He's a big boy.
I just grabbed this big motherfucker's drink. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
He's a big boy. Yeah. Wiz ain't no small guy. The whole team's big. Like, bro, I'm like one of the shorter dudes and I'm 5'11". You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm not that short, but like, bro, the squad's like 6'5" and up.
Yeah, dude, could be, and he's such a nice gentleman. Dude, I immediately knew that he was fucking down, because he was like, "No, that shit's yours, Juggalo," and then he woo and fucking shook up and ordered himself another beer and like continued the conversation. But in my mind, I was like, "Holy fuck, this is like some Death Row type shit." I don't know.
He's actually performing next week with Mike Epps. That same guy that you're talking about. Yeah, him and one of my label mates. They're doing. He's really good friends with Mike Epps. And but so they're cool. They're doing the show out in Columbus this upcoming weekend.
Cool. Well, text that ninja tonight and tell him the dude that grabbed his beer at Juggalo, Ohio has got him back at the gathering.
Wow, he'll definitely be there. He'll definitely be there this year. I'm so excited, man. Shout outs to also a lot of people don't know this, but like, or maybe a lot of people do, especially from the West Coast. I fuck with Cottonmouth Kings real tough, man. Like I've been homies with them dudes for
old
for
dude just got
time.
Put on the bill for the gathering, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? D-Loke. And then speaking of Cottonmouth Kings,
Cottonmouth Kings yeah, that's exactly who I was talking about. So Cottonmouth Kings is coming out as a unit. It's actually on their tour run. They're using the gathering. I am too. Like a lot of artists are Yellow Wolf. There's a lot of people that are throwing the gathering in on the tour run. I'm also doing the float this year. That's my last announcement.
You are doing the float?
Yeah.
Damn. So we're trying to, okay. And you said that you see me popping up everywhere. If the carnival fucking shines on my asshole this year, I'm going to be making the float also. So let's pray. Let's pray for that shit to make that happen. We'll be at the float also.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Shout outs to Tom Wood, Ogre, for real. I'm performing at the float this year and at the gathering. So I'm
you got some homies of mine that are also playing the float. Will Gates is a little homie of mine. That's my other little brother. He's gonna be playing the float. I think Clockwork's trying to maybe get on that bill. I'm not for sure.
Yeah, shout out to those guys, man, for main stage this year. Tremendous
Clockwork
job.
got main stage.
Tremendous job, man. Tremendous. They earned it, man. Those guys.
I think as far as like my internet keeps cutting me off. It pisses me off. I'm sorry. I think one of the things that is I like in our community right now, I have 3 favorite music producers in our community. I'm just going to name off the first and the most obvious one, and that's going to be Devereaux.
Yeah.
The second one is going to be Kyle Combs of Clockwork, because he does most of their production too. And third is going to be, I'm going to fucking mark out for Yourself, but that's also Yourself, bro, because your fucking production work is bad fucking ass. Bro, so I mean, those are my top 3. You're my top 3.
Oh, man, so much love, bro. Like that it's much appreciated.
And so
there's gonna be a power that backs me. And so we don't usually hop on camera too much, but this is my wife.
Woo woo.
This is what keeps my ass in check and making beats. I don't know if you guys can see, but it's like I got my little creation station. I was gonna play a video for y'all, but I don't know how the clarity is gonna sound.
Word. If you whenever you want to fully release it, or whenever you get close to as a sneak peek or whatever, we can figure something out.
Yeah, we'll do something, man. But it's been great talking with you, man. I'm gonna
go let you chop it up with your family, dog. It's family time for you.
This was dope,
so much,
bro. This was really dope, man. Like I said, shout out to the Thuglo Show. Shout out to my homeboy Stoney. Shout out to all the Juggalos, man. Whoop whoop. See you guys at the gathering.
See you soon, Benny.
All right, brother.
Whoop whoop. You had it from the man himself. We took a little bit of his time, I think, more than I expected to. But thank you so much for gracing us with your presence tonight, Benny. Everybody, really, if you don't know about his music yet, please go check it out after the stream. I'll be adding a link in the description of where you can find some of his music. Super fucking fresh ninja. As you can tell and heard, like, he's got a little bit of a background in the game that you may or may not know of. I was actually didn't know some of the shit that he told me tonight. One of the artists that I'm super heavily supporting this year. So do your diligence, family, and go show him some love and support. If you see him at the gathering, go tell him that you appreciate his existence, because I know that myself and yourself should too. So I mean, that kind of wraps up that interview for this year. This week. Fucking segment for my guest. I really don't know kind of what else to cover now. We were kind of bullshitting there, and then Vinny showed up, and then we got into a bunch of conversation. I'm looking forward to that dude's career so much, because he's going to be probably one of the ones you're going to pay attention to as far as over there what Big Hoodoo and them people's got going on. We went back and forth with a spiritual truth that I'll never forget. Yeah, bro, he had sage-like wisdom when I met him, straight up. That night that he came over there, it was, I think, if my fucking Juggalo brain is still working correctly, I think we all kicked it the night right before we were let in. And I think that's when he came over. His homie Josh, he's got a Joshua Wood, I think, or something. He's the ninja that's got all the stickers, that's got like the Wizard of the Hood bootleg type shits. Those dudes were like coming around our camp, and then Benny ended up staying with and hanging out with me and Rick for a while. Mainly Rick. He talked to Rick for like 4 fucking hours. It was ridiculous. They like had some Juggalo bonding shit. But that was Benny Buttonz, y'all. One of maybe a few guests that we will have on the show that will be taking up some stage time. You see the same fucking type of interviews, like on all these podcasts. We'll ask, the generic, how are you a Juggalo? Or how'd you hear about the gathering? Blah blah blah. You're gonna get that shit from me, and you're gonna get some like some candid, just it's whatever type conversation. It's the best of. It's kind of like what I excel in, so that kind of environment. So that's kind of the interviews that you can kind of probably expect from this shit. I'm just really glad that homie can make it tonight. Next week, I don't know if I have a guest lined up or not. I can't think right now. I think I do. What are we doing next week? I don't think that we have a guest next week. I think it's just going to be us bullshitting and doing Juggalo shit with me and Trey. Unless one of you ninjas that's doing some shits about some shits this year, the gathering wants to come plug y'all shit next week as a segment. We might do something like that where we would just bring a medley of some random shits up on here, and we plug their stuff. So we might do some of that. Y'all want motherfucking y'all? I'm gonna ask the jugs. Do y'all want people? Do y'all want me to grab people like maybe we can try to talk Darby into coming onto the show, and maybe some other people, which I think would be a really fresh fucking refresher interview. I know that some of the people that I'm gonna get, they've also done interviews on like a Thuggalo show and shit. We're just gonna like refresh your fucking Juggalo brains with their content. But Willie Hayes and Strife, I see that right now. I would love to get Strife. I actually talked to Strife about that when he was down here on the Ouija Knievel tour. So I might do some reaching out networking soon, and we might get some cool ass guests for y'all. We can all fucking kick it. But other than that, I mean, it's the week of the fucking, it's just another week as we prepare to get into the gathering, y'all. You know, I guess fucking, we get some bits of information. Does anyone know, and this is me being fucking naive and not knowing more than I should, but it's the group that got put on for the gathering. It's the lineup. And I think it's pronounced like Courier or Corahor or whatever. I'm butchering their name probably. I looked their fucking music up today, and those dudes are hard as fuck, and I fuck with it. Pretty much everything that they're doing. So like, shout out to those dudes. I would like to interview them too because they look like three dudes that I want to talk to. So. What's my favorite song right now? Are we talking about like Juggalo shit or just in general? Because if we're talking Juggalo shit, it's the fucking Darby Junt where he's talking about drink bleach, go wash your clothes because you smell like garbage. Oh, I don't know. That's a really fucking hard question, dog. I got a lot of favorites. But anyways, next week it's going to be same time, same gist. Trey will actually be around on the fucking stream probably next week and not having to do dad duty. And I think he's just tired. It's not even dad duty. It's not even like children being wild tonight. It's just him being fucking tired. So also, please go like and subscribe. Show your fucking friends this podcast. We do cool shit. It's going to be just keep getting better. It's not going to be so much filler content that I just drink beer on stream and I talk with Juggalos. You know, we got Benny Buttonz tonight. We're going to have fucking cool ass people in the future. So like and subscribe that shit. It's going to be it's a continuing train of badass Juggalo stuff. We're going to be vlogging per se some shit during the gathering also in some of these shows. So if you see me popping up shows like Benny says, I for real Trey has got more of a fucking stable job that he has to give a fuck about. I pop up at a lot of Juggalo shows at a lot of different states. Like, it's surprising. So, you know, if you see me there, odds are we're probably doing some shit. So come say hi. What else? Shaggy T Dope is coming to Denver in the town near you, probably. Violent J, Free Will, Darby O'Trill, motherfucking Shaggy the Airhead. Is all coming to a town near you on Three-Headed Monster Tour. Like, it's a good time to be a Juggalo and to listen to our music if you fuck with it. Because odds are you're probably going to get to see somebody you like live soon. Not at the gathering, at a venue near yourself. So, Stoney might hit me with objects on stream. That's a motherfucking lineup. Yeah, we might get Daniel fucking drunk and let me taser him and fucking beat him with shit as some content. That would be cool. 9-headed Hydra tour. All right. I fell asleep, woke up randomly tonight, and boom, you out there with fire interview. Awesome. See you out here. Thank you, Plague. I appreciate that. And the cool Plague, not the other bitch Plague that we don't talk about. Mr. Plague 7, thank you so much, dog. Still waiting on you to get your pizza fucking restaurant up and running so I can come get fat as fuck. Or a job. Because, like, apparently I'm bad at fucking getting those two. But, anyways, I'm going to wrap this hoe up. I'm going to go fucking... I don't know if Onstead's still around and Rick, but I'm going to go chill and do some Juggalo shit with the homies. And just enjoy the rest of my night. Same time, same place. Next week, may or may not have some guests for you. If you're somebody that is somebody and you're watching my shit, this is your time to get plugged in for next week. Till next time, motherfuckers. This is Stoney and his fucking Gather Network, and we gather in this son of a bitch because we matter. And even if you don't like me, fucking suck my dick. Until next week, y'all. 2 motherfucking whoops.
Welcome to Woodstock. We headed back to the Legend Valley to gather again. Welcome to Woodstock. I'm ready to fucking go. Had the same campsite 3 years in a row. 19th annual, gonna make that bow. Cause I'm rolling with the herd and we breaking in through the door. Through the gates, I can barely fucking wait for the parking lot party. Never showing up late. Hell no. Getting smoky, gotta get something to drink.